screen visible to all?
Visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we will learn file system and basic commands. We have also learned about the partitions, that is swap partition, boot, home, and slash is the root partition, and slash boot EFI. This is the UEFI format. It is required for the UEFI format only. And what is the minimum partition required for a swap partition? And what is the virtual console, desktop environment, and what is the command structure? These things we have already learned in yesterday class. Also, we have learned about the help command. That means how we will get the help in Linux server. So man is the command through which we can get help about a command. So if I want to see the details about cat command, cat is a command through which we can see the contents of a file. Here you can see this is a script here. So if I want to see the contents, I can use the command cat script sh. So here it is showing me the contents of the script file. So if I want to see the detail about the cat command, I will use the command man cat. It will show me the detailed information about the cat command. That means it includes the options also. What options? Because we know that options will change the command's behavior. So let me give you another example. Here if I want to install a package rpm minus ivs, this is the command to install a package. So why I am using ivs? Here you can see yesterday I have told that if you will use the single letter option, at that time I will use the single dash. So what is the use of the ivs? If you want to see the see about detail about the options, then I have to use the command man rpm. Rpm is the command, then man, you can see here I means install, then I have used the command -v, that means verify, and I have also used another command h. You can see h means hash. So like this we can check the options available for a command, and we can take the help of the man command to see the details of the commands. So man is the command through which we will get the help about a command. Another commands are what is, help, and info. These are the commands through which we can get the information about a command. So now we will learn what are the file system. Likewise, we know that in Windows, C drive is the system partition. Here all system related files are located here. So likewise, some predefined file structure is there for the Linux operating system. I have already told you home directory location is /root for the root user's home directory, and /home username, this is the home directory for other users. Then user executables, that is /bin, usr bin, usr, and local usr local bin. This is the user executables files are located in this location. So what we called in Windows, in all directory, in all folders, what we call a folder in Windows operating system. In Linux, we will call them as a directory. So directory is same as folder in Windows operating system. So these all are the directories where some configuration file are stored, and this is the predefined. System executables are in /sbin, usr sbin, usr local and sbin. Other mount points, that is /media /mnt. That means whenever we will mount a DVD, that DVD will be mounted to the /media and /mnt, and all configurations files are in /etc. Temporary files will be /temp. Kernel and boot loaders /boot, server data /var and /srv, system information /proc/sys, share libraries /lib, usr lib, usr local lib. So these are the predefined directories where all configurations files are stored in the Linux operating system. So out of them, we need to remember /etc, /temp, /media and /mnt, then /var and srv. These are the most useful directories where we will use the in your day-to-day life. So now we will learn that absolute path and relative path. Absolute path begin with a forward slash. As I told you, it is slash. Slash is the parent directory in Linux. As in Windows Server, my computer is the location from where we will navigate to other folders. Likewise, slash is the location from where we will navigate to other directories. So all directory will be begin with a forward slash. Then complete roadmap. Absolute path is the complete roadmap to a file location. That means if I will go to the user's home directory, then I will go to use the command cd/home, then Duke. This is the home directory of the Duke user. So this path is started from the forward slash, and this is the absolute path. Absolute path means complete roadmap. Then can be used anytime you wish to specify a file name. Then relative path. Relative path means do not begin with a slash. Specify location relative to your current working directory can be used as shorter way to specify a file name. That means you can see, if I will see, you can see in /root, these are the directories. How we will identify? Here you can see a D mentioned here. That means this is directory and this is a file. No D is mentioned here, so it is a file and this is a directory. So if now I am in /root, if I want to change the location to the desktop, then what I will do? I will use the command cd with desktop. Now this command not started with the forward slash. So this is not the absolute path. This is the relative path. Means relative path do not begin with a slash and specify location relative to your current directory. Current directory means I am already in /root and the desktop is inside the root. So this is the relative path, not the absolute path. So if I will use the absolute path, then I have to use the command cd/root, then desktop. This is the absolute path. So why it is required? Now let me show you example. Now I am in /root and desktop. If I want to change my location to the /etc and I want to see a configuration file in etc, then what I have to do? I have to use the command /etc, because etc folder is etc directory is located in slash. But if I will use without slash, then it will not work, because I am in /root desktop directory, and here you can see there is no etc directory located here. So that the etc directory is located in the /etc. So I have to use the complete path to go to change my current directory to the /etc. You can see now pwd you can see the contents of the etc directory. So there are two types of path we can use. One is relative path and another is the absolute path. So from anywhere or any directory, we can use the absolute path to change the directory location from the current directory, and the relative path will be used only the relative to your current working directory. Okay, any doubt here? Okay. So CD is the change directory. Change directory means likewise, whenever I am in C drive, I want to change directory to Windows. Just I will click on a directory, click on a folder, and I will change the directory. So likewise, in Linux, if I want to change the folders, I want to use the command cd. In GUI, you can see, if in GUI I want to change directory, I can only double click and change. But in case of command, I have to use the command cd. So now you can see, just I from etc, I will go to the /var lib. Then I have changed my current directory from /etc to the /var lib. So according to my requirement, I will change my directory using the command cd. So to an absolute or relative path, cd, then the path name cd, and this is the path name. So this is the absolute path and this is the relative path, because relative path not started with a forward slash. To a directory one level up, if I want to go one level up means one level back, then I have to use the command cd dot dot. You can see now I am in /var. Previously I am in /var /lib. Now I am in /var. So if I want to go one level up, then I have to use the command cd space dot dot. Then to your home directory, I have to use the command cd. Now I am in /var. I will use the cd command only. Now you can check. I have sent my directory to the /root directory, to the home directory of the root user, because now I am in root user login. So my current directory changed to the root user's home directory using the command cd. Then to your previous working directory, cd dash, and present working directory, pwd. Pwd is the command to check the present working directory. Then list the contents of a current directory or a specified directory. That means ls. Ls the list. List means it will display the contents of a directory. Now I am in /root directory. Here if I will use the command ls, then it will show me the details of the present working directory, that is the /root directory. It is showing me the all files and directory present in the /root directory. Then ls-a includes hidden files. That means in Windows, you know that if I want to see the hidden files, here I have to hide and unhide the files. This is the option. But in case of Linux, I have to use the command ls-a. It will show the hidden files. You can see the difference here. A hidden file starts with a dot in Linux. A file starting with a dot is treated as a hidden file in Linux. So using the command -a, the all hidden files are here showing here. Then ls-capital R recurs through the directories. Then ls-ld only directory. You can see ls-ld, it will show the only directories. This is the GUI. You will go to the application, then utility, then disk. You can see all the hard disks are located here, or it is showing here. So this is a 21 GB hard disk, and you can see the partition. This is /db/sda1. This is the partition 1 partition. Another partition is /db/sda2, and another partition is sda3. So /db/sda, SDA is the hard disk, and SDA1, SDA2, SDA3. Here these are the three partitions. If you will check the second hard disk, this is SDB. This is the hard disk, and here it is a one partition, so it is SDB1. And likewise, SDC is the another hard disk, and partition is SDC1. So the partitions will be displayed as SDC1, and in case of hard disk it will be show like as SDA, SDB, and SDC. So for partitions it will be show as SDA1, SDB2, and SDC3. So how we will check in command prompt? We have to use the command fdisk -l. So now you can see here SDA is a hard disk, and SDA1, SDA2, SDA3, these are the three partitions. You can see here SDA1, SDA2, and SDA3, these are the three partitions. So same is showing in the fdisk -l command. So in case of SDC, you can see also SDC1. This is a partition created from the SDC hard disk. So in case of hard disk, it will be displayed like SDA, SDB, and SDC, and the partitions will be shown SDA1, SDB, SDA1, SDA2, SDA3. So this is the hard disk structure and partition structure. Is it clear to all?
Sir.
Chinmay, you want to tell anything? Chinmay, you have any query?
No, sir, no.
Okay. So df -h, this is the command to show all partition information. What is the difference between the fdisk -l and df -h? Using the fdisk -l command, we can see the partition and hard disk information, but in case of df -h, it will show the only partition information. You can see here SDA1, SDA3, these are the partition created, and what is the partition space, and what is the available space, and what is the percentage utilized, what is to which partition it is attached. This all information are showing in the df -h. We are talking about the slash is the root directory, and root is mounted to the /db/sda3. So /boot is mounted over the /db/sda1, and it is 52% consumed out of 152 MB. So using the df -h command, we can see the all mount points, and we can check the size of the partition and available space and percentage of utilization. So this all information we can see with the command df -h. What we can do in the Windows C drive, D drive, and E drive, the total space and consumed space. Same we can do using the command df -h. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then df -th, to show partition information including partition type. Partition type means in Windows we can see, if we will right click on the C drive and go to properties, here you can see this is the NTFS partition type. So file system is the NTFS file system. So same we can achieve using the command df -th. Please remember P will be in capital. So here you can see partition type it is showing, that means slash is the XFS partition type. So what is XFS? XFS is the extended file system. So this is the file system type in Linux. So, and du command to check the disk uses. Du minus sh, du minus ah, minus s option means summarize, display only total for each directory. Minus h means human readable, print size in human readable format. Minus a means all, write count and all files, not just directories. You can, if you will use the du minus sh command, now we are in slash root, du hyphen sh, you can see 3.5 MB consumed by the slash root directory. Okay. So if we will take the command, change the directory to slash etc, and again we will check the du hyphen sh, it is 43 MB. So it is only display the summarize and in human readable format. That means it is displaying in MB format. So if we will use the command du minus ah, you can see it displaying summary of the information and all individual files space what is it is consumed, it is displaying all individual files information as well as the summary of the directory. So this is the disk type. I have already told you SDA, SDB and SDC, that is the hard disk attached to the operating system, and A refers to the first drive, B refers to the second drive, and SDA1, SDA2, SDA3, these are the partitions, and SDA is attached to the slash, that means root, SDA2 is attached to the slash home, SDA3 attached to the slash root, and this is depend on you what partition you have attached in your operating system. In my case, I have used the automatic partition whenever I am installed the operating system. So these partitions are automatically created by the operating system. I have not created it manually. If I will create manually, I can do like this. SDA will be attached to the slash, SDA2 attached to home, and SDA3 attached to root. It is not constant. It depends on me how I can attach. Then HDA1, HDB ID drives, that means external drives. Whenever I will attach a external drive to the Linux operating system, it will be come in the format HDA. You can see here SDA and here HDA, that means external hard disk, and HDA1, HDA2, HDA3, these are the partitions created from the hard disk. MBR is the traditional partition system, cannot be used for disk over 2 TB size and maximum 4 primary partition. So whenever we will format a disk in MBR format, we cannot create a partition over 2 TB and maximum 4 partitions we can create a hard disk. But in case of GPT, this is more modern partition scheme, and GPT can have many more partitions per disk. This size limitation does not exist. GPT and partition table information is available in multiple locations to guard against the corruption. So these are the two formats we can use when you are using a partition, MBR and GPT. So and this is the difference between MBR and GPT. So file system are ext2, ext3, ext4 and XFS. ext stands for fourth extended file system and XFS stands to extended file system. You can see here I am using the XFS file system. So what is the difference between ext4 and XFS? ext4 the most popular default file system and expand and reduce volume size can possible using LVM. LVM is the logical volume manager. In next class, we will learn how to create a logical volume. But please remember, in case of ext4, we can expand and reduce, both is possible. For XFS file system, only expand is possible, cannot reduce a partition. Okay, this is the difference between the ext4 and XFS partition. So please remember this one. Whenever you will work in a production setup, at that time you need to remember this one, because whenever you will create a LVM partition, at that time you have to decide which partition you have to create. Chinmay, you want to tell me something? You have any query?
No, sir.
Okay. So if I want to format a partition in Windows, you know that here I can use the format option, or in properties using the tool. Okay, anyhow, using the format option, I can format a partition. So in Linux, we have to use the command mkfs fs, sorry, mkfs xfs, and the partition will be /db/sdb1. So if I want to format a partition with ext4 partition, then I have to use the command xfs ext4/db/sdb1. So this is the command to format a partition. So we have completed today's session now. If you have any query, please ask me.
Sir, for file format, the file system, so only one command is enough for formatting the file system.
Yes, using this command, you can format a partition. mkfs.xfs, that means it will format the partition sdb1 with the partition type xfs, because I have already told you these are the partition type or file system type ext2, 3, 4 and xfs. If
Okay.
you want to format a partition with any format, here we have to mention mkfs.ext4/db/sdb1. It will format the /db partition to the format of ext4, and in case of xfs, we have to use the command mkfs.xfs. This is the command.
Okay.
Sir, this CentOS is there, no, sir?
Sorry,
CentOS.
CentOS. Your voice is not audible.
This command is applicable for all OS, CentOS, Ubuntu, RHL, everything.
This command will be applicable to all operating system. I have already told you CentOS and RHL both are equal. No difference between them. Only difference is in case of RHL, we will get the OS level support from the Red Hat Enterprise. In case of CentOS, we will not get the OS level support.
Okay.
CentOS is the open source and RHL is the enterprise level operating system. This is the difference. But command and file structure, everything is same with the RHL.
Sir, which file
Okay.
to download in the CentOS, sir? The link that you shared.
Which file you want to download?
Yes, sir. There are a lot of files over there. One having 7.7 GB, one is having 711 MB or something.
Okay. You can see my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have already told you AS8664, this is the 64-bit operating system. i386, this is the 32-bit operating system. It is always advisable to download the 64-bit operating system. So please click here, and this is the 7 version, CentOS 7 version. This is the CentOS 7 version, and this is the CentOS 8 version. Okay, so please download the CentOS 8 version. Click on x86 64-bit. Click any of the link. Here you want to download the CentOS Stream latest DVD1 ISO.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this will be the DVD ISO. You can also download this one, CentOS Stream 8 DVD1 ISO, CentOS Stream 8 64-bit latest DVD. This will be fine. Latest DVD1. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.